Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Governor Anguma, and your colleague governors who are here, colleagues from the public service across the whole spectrum of responsibility, my church leaders, Pastor Luguri, Pastor Maena, Pastor Makori, and the entire group. Your Excellency, on behalf of the lay leaders of the church, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you sincerely for agreeing to be with us here today. Your Excellency, sir, there are many of us public servants who are Seventh-day Adventists. And with your kind indulgence, sir, may I ask those who are seated on this side of the divide to stand up and wave. PS Susan Mochache, my sister Sarah Serem, Ambassador Ongeri, Engineer Kidenda, and judges of Deputy Governor, Presiding Judge Baraga. Your Excellency, we are many public servants who are Adventists. I want to start by saying this, in the presence of God and in the presence of my fellow church members, that Your Excellency, it's been gratifying to serve in your government in the last 3 years as a Seventh-day Adventist. I want to tell you, fellow church members, that the President has always allowed me to go to church on Sabbath, even when there are functions happening. And Your Excellency, with your kind indulgence, I'll just say two things. One, fellow church members, in moments like this, we must go back to the very basics of our faith and our creed. The Bible admonishes us to be the salt of the earth. And that means that as Christians, as members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, where we find ourselves in society, we should contribute to bringing good order, fostering unity and love amongst our fellow men. And therefore, I think the duty we have in Kenya as Seventh-day Adventists is to be the President's strongest partners in his fight against corruption, the President's strongest partners in uniting the country and bringing all of us together. We should be the glue that brings Kenya together and cements our relations and bonds as a community. And also, for those of us who are in public service, Holy Scripture says, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might to the honor and glory of God. We should be good workers, and we should be faithful and honest workers, so that we make the work of our president and our leaders easier, so that we show a good example. We should lead by word and deed as we go along. We have a big responsibility to preach to the nation, not just by the words we speak, but also how we work and how we live here. My second point, Your Excellency, that will be last, is something that's very deep to me, and I hope you don't mind me saying some of the things I want to say. Fellow Adventists, before I joined the President's cabinet, and I thank the Lord for it and I thank him, I knew him at a little distance. And over the last 3 years, I've had the blessed privilege of working very closely with him. He sincerely and from the bottom of his heart feels for us and supports our church. In the last 3 years alone, the President has facilitated us to have 30 acres of land in Kabete to build another campus of Baraton University. In the last 3 years, the President has presided over a fundraising for Adventist University of Africa for us. With his resources, because this I witnessed, with his resources, the President supported the building of a computer lab at our Maxwell Adventist School in Nairobi. and many other things that he has instructed myself and others to do in support of the church's programs and the church activities. But this last one touched me, and it should touch you too. Between last year and this year, the President and the First Lady, you may not know this, I was truly, truly humbled that the President and the First Lady picked children from our schools, Adventist kids, and they are paying fees for them and supporting them. And every time I have asked the President, or every time I've told him I'm going for church collection, every time I've lost count of the number of times the President has said, na mimi unipelekee sadaka yangu. Including yesterday, I was with Governor Nyagarama in Nyamira when we were raising funds for a big project at Nyamira conference. And the President sent us his offering. And throughout all activities, the President has been with us. Fellow Adventists, the President has embraced us and is working with us. We are part of his family. He takes us to heart. We can reciprocate by being sincere and honest and praying for our president and his family and supporting him. And also by doing the things that I heard the Honorable Ken Obura saying here, assisting the president to build the new Kenya. The new Kenya where ethnicity and anything else doesn't matter except that you are a Kenyan. The president is the best embodiment of that philosophy of a new Kenya. Let us support him. And as Adventists, we should be forthright and at the forefront in doing this. So, Your Excellency, sir, it's very humbling that you accepted to be with us today. And again, as I said, on behalf of the lay leaders of the church, I sincerely thank you, and we thank you for your time and the resources that you have put to support us.